Hello everybody, good afternoon and welcome to Fairy Floss. My name is Faye and this is my Flosstube channel all about cross stitch and any other crafts that I do. Today it is definitely just cross stitch that I have done so much stuff in the last 2 weeks. I've very much surprised myself. I've got a lot to talk about today, so it might be quite a long one. I'm just going to put another disclaimer in. The sound might not be amazing all the way through. I know people commented about my sound before. Like the last video I did, I still haven't sent my laptop away. I've still not won the lottery and been able to buy a new laptop. So bear with. Hopefully the sound won't dip too much. If it does, I'm going to make this a very visual video. So you will have lots of nice pretty things to see, even if you can't hear my beautiful northern accent. So I hope you don't mind that at all. And I've got a lot to show you. I've been to a retreat this weekend, fresh back from retreat. So there is a lot of stitching, a lot of haul, a lot of everything. So I'm going to try and fit everything in. I may forget things. I mean, I've ransacked my house. I think I've got everything on the table ready. If I've forgotten anything, it'll come out next time. Don't panic. There's always time for more in the next video. But yeah, it could be a long one today. Let's see. Let's see how we get on. So firstly, before I get into anything, and before I get into the whips, I'm going to show you, I don't know if it's Stitch of Kindness or Rescue or both, but last week I was up in High Barnet, which is a town not too far from me, and it's very, because I live in London, it's not very often in our charity shops you find anything crafty. Um, there's just not that many people that do a great deal of craft, I suppose, in London, because there's a high majority of people that just work really long hours, go home, cook, go to bed, go back to work the next morning, and don't even get time to sit and do much, live in small flats, live in tiny houses, don't have room to store things. So I assume that is why there's never much stuff. But last week I was in a Oxfam and I came across something that I just couldn't leave in the shop, and I'm going to show you. I came across this beautiful, partially done little cross stitch on a stand, and it is gorgeous actually. If I show you close up, I don't know what the kit is. It didn't come with any kind of it didn't come with any instructions. It didn't come with the chart or anything, but there's still just a tiny little bit to do here. So my plan is to finish it for this person because they've put so much love into this, and actually it shows up a bit better on camera than in real life. These flowers are pretty bright and trippy. When I looked at them, I thought, God, they're quite gaudy, but they are nice. And I am wondering what to put in this little area here, whether to try and blend it with the rest of it or put my own little sort of my little signature into it, or not a signature, but like maybe a little animal or something into it. So if you've got any ideas of what you think I should put into this, then do let me know. I would really, really like to hear any of your suggestions. But yeah, I was really happy that I managed to grab this. I think it was £2.95, and yeah, so I have a little frame as well to use when it's over and done with. So yeah, I was really happy with that, and I feel like the lady in the shop was really happy when I bought it. She was like, "Oh, finally someone's bought that. Finally someone's gonna finish it off. It'll be so nice to see it finished." So there we go. So I don't know if that's Stitchy Kindness or what, but a haul or whatever category it fits in. It's here now. And that from the same charity shop. I don't know if it was the same person. I managed to get a couple of hoops, including this funky oval one, which looks good. Looks like an Easter egg. I did choose out some anchor threads, which I thought might work for the picture as well. So because these were from the charity shop, I thought it might be quite cool to use threads from the same charity shop to fill in my picture. So maybe I will. I shall see. I'm not sure. That was my stitchy kindness charity shop mission, whatever we want to call that. So I apologise for the light. It's gone really weird outside. It can't decide if it wants to rain or not, and it currently looks like I'm stepping into the gates of heaven behind me. Hopefully not for a while. So let's see what I'm going to show you next. My whips pre-retreat. What I'll do is I'll show you my whips pre-retreat, my haul pre-retreat, and then we'll get on to retreat. I think that's the plan in my head. So let's see how that goes. So firstly, I got back into my Hage. I switched phone over, and I also put Pattern Keeper on my tablet as well. So I had this really excruciating job of re-highlighting everything on my Hage, which was about 7,000, 8,000 stitches, which was like quite a long thing to do. So of course this is Fortune Teller, also known as Our Marley, which is what I've been working on. And I have now moved on to page number 2, and let's put that behind for a bit of, there we go. I've moved on to page number 2, and I've worked along the top, so that is the end of page number 2, and I've also started to put his little ear in as well. So it's quite nice to see a little bit of cat evolving, but I'm so happy with how that sky has come out at the back, the night sky with these little stars. It's going to look so nice when it's completed. Just these colours are just blending so nicely. So there is, there he is again. There he is. There is Fortune Teller, and that's where we are up to. And I'm having a really good time working on him. I'm looking forward to doing some more this week as well. So there you go. I'm just going to toss things behind when I finish to make a bit more room on this ginormous pile on my table. So secondly, what else have I been working on? As it was retreat this weekend and it was Mirabilia retreat, I decided to get myself in the mood by doing a bit of Mirabilia. Now, this is Dewdrops, and I've had her for quite a while, and I've worked on her briefly, and I find that she's quite I don't know why I'm finding it so difficult to work on. I think it's because the fabric I've chosen is quite light and the colours I'm working with are quite light, and it's just really hard to concentrate. And the holes of my fabric are quite small, and it's quite hard to concentrate on. However, that being said, I have made a good dint in her this week, and this is I'm going to put the paper behind her as well. This is where I've got up to. So I've managed to get a lot of her wing. See what that, you can actually see on camera that it is really, really light. That's some of her wing done, and I've been working more on the dress. So my thoughts are with her that I do want to finish her. I do really like her. It's just a shame that I'm just struggling to work on the fabric. And I think there's too much there to start all over again from the beginning. I'm not very good at doing that. So I'm just going to continue with her. And I think I'm just going to set my timer for like 30 minutes a day and just stitch on her for 30 minutes. And then when that 30 minutes is up, if I'm still enjoying her, I'll keep going. And if not, I just pop her down, and slowly but surely I will get somewhere with her. So that's Dewdrops. I don't know if I said, oops, I don't know if I said Nora Corbett or Mirabilia, then I do mean Nora Corbett. So my next, I have left something, I'm going to have to run and grab it. And my next, this is kind of a finish. Well, it's not really a finish. I've just completed. Oh, I don't know Nutcracker Village, which is the new set by Country Cottage Needlework. So I've subscribed to this to collect once a month off Marnie's mixed bag, and I think I've got 4 or 5 of them now to do, and I've just completed part part one, which is the middle bit, the middle section, and I don't know if you've ever done one of these before, but the middle section is always like twice the size of the other squares, and don't get me wrong, it looks pretty small, but it's pretty epic to do. And I finally finished this just before retreat last week. It did come on retreat, but I didn't pick up the second part. But that is Nutcracker Village, and that is the. Oh, let me unfold it a little bit more. That is the first part of it completed now. So that's Clara and the Prince. Those Christmas trees look absolutely gorgeous close up on this fabric. Um, but they took an awful long time to do, let me tell you. They're pretty epic. But it was a really, really enjoyable stitch, and I'm so pleased to have got that first part finished now, so that I can move on to the next square. What I'm going to do is the square that's over this bit first, and then move along so that I can make sure everything is lined up and in order. But yeah, I'm really excited now about moving on to the next bit of this, because I'm just so happy with how this has turned out. When I'd rolled up my fabric, I had a bit of a panic that I wouldn't have had enough fabric to do the rest of it on the same one. So I was thinking, oh, I might just buy a second piece and do them all as smalls. But luckily, it is big enough, so I should be able to fit them all onto this one piece. And I think it'll look so good when it's done. So I'm going to start the second square of that at some point this week as well, and update you with my progress next time. Yeah, it did come on retreat, but it never came out of the bag because there was too many other exciting things to do. So, I think that is all my whips pre-retreat, which is going to now bring me to a little bit of pre-retreat haul, which I got. So, on payday, I decided I wanted to treat myself, which I quite often do when I'm on the bus on my way to work. And I thought I'd check out a new shop. So I checked out Peakside Needlecraft, I think they're called. Is that what it? I assume that's what I think. I'm sure they're called that. Peakside Needlecraft or Peakside Needleworks, anyway. Which is a company. I think it's up north somewhere, and they do lots of really nice charts for America. They had just been to the Nashville market, so they picked up things from there as well. And I thought, have a really nice scroll, see what I fancy. And so this is what I came out with. I've decided I've bought the first two of the Fall on the Farm series, and I've decided what I'm going to do is collect these up throughout the next few months, and then I always get a little bit of the back to school blues on my first day back in September when we go back to school. So I've decided that instead of the blues, the first day that I come home from school, I'm going to get started on Little House Needleworks Fall on the Farm, and that'll be my little autumnal project. So when I come home, I've got that to do, and it should be something really, really nice to do as well. So I picked that up, and then I picked up the oh, the first 5 colours for it. It's all mostly in classic colourworks, I think. There might be a couple of DMCs out there. No, all classic colourworks. So I picked up the first. Oh, that's for something else. The first 5 classic colourworks, and that's the colourway so far. So when I buy my next couple of kits, I'll pick up the next 5 and just do it that way till I've gradually got the whole palette for it. And I've got bamboo. What's that? Branded pear. I love that name. Branded pears, which is the dream. Wagon wheel. I think I've got wagon wheel with my Christmas one as well. Actually, what's that? Caterpillar. which I expected to be a green colour called Caterpillar, but it's not, and Hazelnut. So they're all really nice autumnal colours, which makes a lot of sense as it's an autumnal piece. I also picked up burnt orange. It was in my basket. I'm not sure why. I think it is for the Walk in the Woods series. But I honestly can't remember. I need to check. But it's nice. I bought it. And I also picked up cerise just because I really, really like it. And I love the colour of it. And I'm just thinking, I quite fancy doing a long dog in this one colour. Um, which long dog? I'm not sure. If you want to suggest any down below to me, I would happily take your suggestions. But I just think something, I don't know if it shows up so bright on the camera, but something in that colour, and just that colour would look so, so nice. But what material would I stitch it on? Let me know in the comments down below. Any of your ideas, any of your opinions is very much appreciated. And the last bit of haul from Peakside was the Prairie Schoolers 2022 Santa, which it's called Arctic Lights. Now, somebody on a Facebook group has pointed out that there are no penguins in the Arctic. So really, it should be Antarctic Lights, or that wouldn't fit. So I think I might have to change the name of it because I have too many smarty pants friends that'll come over and tell me that there's no penguins in the Arctic. So I don't know. I might change it to Penguin Party. I think that sounds quite cute. Somebody had changed it to. I cannot remember. Somebody changed it to something else. Maybe that was Penguin Party. I'm not sure. Maybe I've copied somebody. I don't know. Anyway, I might change the wording. Think of something else to call it. But it is so cute. I love those penguins. They come out so nice. And that takes all DMCs as well. So yeah, I'm gonna do that for this Christmas. I have got a couple more Prairie School Santas in my cross stitch coffin, as I call it. So yeah, maybe this is the year of the Prairie School Santa as well. So that endeth my pre-retreat haul. I am just gonna pop and grab something. Now I'm not gonna pause the camera because every time I pause the camera and switch it back on again, that's when I start going out of sync. So I'm just going to get up, walk about 3 meters, and come back. So, I'm back. Retreat this weekend. Such a lovely, lovely time. Met so many lovely people. Caught up with people from last time as well, and made a lot of new friends there too. Such a great idea of a weekend, just being able to get together with other people that want to stitch. You spend the whole weekend just chatting and stitching and inspiring each other and shopping, and yeah, it's the dream. It's the most perfect weekend you could ask for. The weekend was in Sedgebrook Hall Hotel, which is in Northampton, and it's the No Bam retreat. So that's not only but also Mirabilia. So there is a emphasis on Mirabilia, but you don't have to just do Mirabilia or Nora's. You can do other things while you're there as well. So I took 3 whips with me because I knew that I'd pre-ordered a new start for when I was there, and I did get quite a lot done on my whips. I was really, really pleased with myself. I think I did a lot more chatting this time as well. So, swings and roundabouts. I got there. It's quite nice because it's my school holiday, so I was able to get there first thing Friday morning. So I think I arrived at the stitchy room about 10, 10:30. Yeah, about 10:30. And lovely Nikki picked me up from the station, which was very kind of her. Nikki, if you watch my videos, thank you for picking me up from the station. And just got stuck in with some stitching. And then we had lunch, and then in the afternoon we were able to go check into our rooms. Then we returned to the stitchy room and stitched on till about 7. That's when dinner was served. And then after tea we went back to the stitchy room and continued into the night. On Friday night, myself, Nikki, and Mel were the last ones standing. We were there till about midnight stitching. So yeah, we got a fair few hours in that day, which was really nice. The Saturday, again, I got the stitching room probably about 9ish. No, that's a fat lie. About 10. Had a bit of a lie in, and stitched all the way through the day. The Saturday is really fun because there's lots of different activities as well on the Saturday. So in the afternoon we do mystery boxes. So you wrap up, you get given clues and you wrap up presents for each clue. I'll show you some of my mystery box in a bit. And then all through the afternoon, Zarina sets an alarm like every half an hour, which goes off. And then you get to open the next gift, and the next gift, and the next gift. So that's a lot of fun. The shops were all open, so we were able to go shopping from Hawkins Hobbies, Kate Sparkley's, Denkai Designs, and Marley's Mixed Bag as well. So it's a really nice selection. Get everything you want. So yeah, had a really nice time upstairs shopping as well. So let me show you my whips, and then I shall show you my haul. Actually, I've got something else to show as well. That's exciting. Before I show you my whips, I think I've shown this on my video before, but I never actually put it on my Instagram, which was really weird. I did loads of progress pictures on it, but never actually put the main thing on at the end, so I'm going to do that later on as well. I took Miss Ladybug to show as my, well, she's my one and only Nora finish, and I entered her into the finishing competition as well. Now, I knew I wasn't going to win anything for her because the finishes were absolutely amazing. People had done like the most elaborate mermaids and stuff. I know that Miss Ladybug didn't really have much of a chance, but it's not the winning, it is the taking part. So she had a lovely time being displayed with all her beautiful friends up on the display table. And yeah, I'm happy that I put her up there because she's worth a look at. So I didn't win, but obviously. But yeah, she's absolutely lovely. I'm sure I must have shown her on a video before, but she got me out of a bit of a stitchy slump in autumn, and I finished her in about 3 weeks because I just stitched at her non-stop. So my first whip that I took with me, I got this out as soon as I got there, as like a bit of a warm up, really, just to get me going, was Funky Menagerie. So I've done a lot of work on this over the last week or so. I'm going to get it out of the hoop so I can give you a good look. Excuse me. So Funky Menagerie is Lindy Stitches. I love her designs. And this one was a sal from the beginning of last year. And I'm a big fat failure when it comes to sals. I am just not very good at them at all. I do the first one with enthusiasm and vigour, and then I just get sidelined by 28 other things, and then it just goes down the pan. So a couple of weeks ago, I decided I was going to stitch a new animal a day. So I did. I don't know how to hold this up. There we go. That's a bit better now. She's very creased. So last week I finished the hedgehog, the piranha, the beaver, the frog, the dragonfly, the stag beetle. Finished off a couple of finished off the ostrich, and then worked on what the heck's that? Oh, I think it's like a little wombat or something. The bird, the potentially a magpie, and this little lizard. And some of that I did before retreat, and then I've worked on some of this at retreat. So I'm just working my border round now. I'm going to have a bash at finishing the border, and then I can finish off all the animals in the middle. But yeah, I've done quite a bit on this recently, because I am keen to get it finished, then get it stitched up into a little pillowcase, or a pillow as well. I just think it'll make a really, really nice pillow. So yeah, that was my first little project. And then pop that out of the way. My next project was something that you've not seen since last retreat, which is my October Opal fairy. So she came back out of the woodwork. Let me just take off her charts. I don't show you any charts on the internet. And then let me show you. Oh. So this is her close up. That's the aim. That's what she's going to look like in the end. And this is where I'm up to now. So if you can imagine a straight line there, that's what I've done before retreat, and fit the ones in the middle. And so I've stitched this middle bit, and all the way down I've stitched. So I have made a fair bit. I got really into her actually. I really enjoyed working on her. Because I think I am a bit overwhelmed by her because she is big. And when you see other people, like, it is fascinating, you know, how big they are, how hard you work on them, and you forget that, you know, they're not going to be finished in a week or two. They are like a 6-month project or whatever. So I am happy now to keep getting her back out more regularly and keep working on her till I've got. I'm aiming now. My next goal is to get down to the bottom of this dress and get all that done. Then I can work out on the side wings. And I would love, because my birthday is in October, I would love to have her done by October. That would be, and then I could take her to October retreat to get framed and start my next mirror. That would be an impressive goal. It's something I'm going to aim for. Whether I reach that goal or not, it is what it is. But it would be really nice to be able to get her framed for my birthday in October. So yeah, that's October Opal fairy. Let's just pop that back on there. I am going to put her back in her pillowcase in case the cat comes in and goes on a rampage, because she's far too precious to get absolutely wrecked by Marley. Oops, something happened. And my next, well, it's not a whip actually, it's a new start. So this is my retreat new start 2022. Like I say, last time I was at retreat, I bought Miss Ladybug, and she inspired me and got me really going. And this time, I have picked up Miss Lowly Daggerwing from the Butterfly collection. She's absolutely gorgeous. She's got these really cute little boots on, and yeah, she just looked really nice. I think she'll complement Miss Ladybug really, really well as well. So really lovely colour palette as well. Bought it all from Hawkins Hobbies, so I was able to collect it when I got there. And this is where I am at so far. So let's put something behind it. I managed to get all the top bit of the wings done. All that outline is black. So now this area here needs to, I've worked out the outline and then can fill it in when I don't want to do any carting. And now I've made a start on her dress as well. So I'm definitely going to be working on her a lot more this week. I'm getting some more of her done because she is, I think if I complete her, then I'll be really psyched up to get Dewdrop finished as well. Yeah, I absolutely love it. I think she's got such a great design, such a great colour palette. And so yeah, this is my Mirabilia new start. Oh, this is one of the Denkai Designs needle minders. There was one on Opal Fairy as well, which you may have seen. I'm not going to get Opal Fairy back out, but you'll spot it next time I do. So this was the mermaid. I think my fairy is in Opal Fairy, and I also got a cat one, and I've given that to Luke because he wanted a cat needle minder. So Yeah, Denkai did three. I say Denkai. Charisse did three different designs for the needle minders, and I just couldn't decide, so I just decided to get all three because you can never have too many. So I'm going to pop that back in its bag. Oh, this beautiful bag was from my mystery box by I won't say who it was that gave me the mystery box. But yeah, this is one of my gifts from the mystery box. So that is all the whips and things. So now it's just haul from retreats. So let's do the mystery box actually. So I was lucky enough to get my mystery box from somebody called Sam. Sam, I don't know if she watches my videos, but lovely Sam, and she put together the most wonderful things in my box. So some of these I can't remember every category. I'll do my best to try. One of the categories was something to wear on your head, and she got me this really funky. It's a turban for when you come out the shower with wet hair. You can wrap your hair up in it, and it's got little hander ears on it as well. So it's I love that. I love a turban for after the shower, and I've needed one for a while. Um, this was my something yellow, and that is a really really beautiful piece of Belfast linen from Crafty Bit Dye Works. So I look forward to. I think that's got Nora Corbett written all over it. To be honest, I'm gonna have to decide what to put on it. Naughty but nice. I got some Skittles Chewies, so I might open those later. Um, oh, something froggy. I got this little frog bag, and it came with a little art holder as well. But that's in another bag already. I'm using it. Yeah, this is absolutely cute. It's really really nice. Um, something magical was this gorgeous chart by Nemu, and it's called Female Pusser. My French is poor. Pusser Defy Fairy Dust, I think it's called. Oh, it's gorgeous. I'm looking forward to stitching that. It's so unique. In fact, that might work for that. Potentially. Okay, I may have a plan then. And oh yeah, the other category. Oh, was something with a light or something that lights up. And how cool is this? It's a needle threader, and it's got a little LED light on it as well, so you can thread your needles and have a bit more light to do it. I mean, that's genius. And then the other category was something stitchy. So she got me some really lovely highlighters, which will make my Mirabilia patterns look really nice when I'm marking things off. Some needles, which I need. More scissors, which they're really lovely actually. They've got like this really nice pink floral pattern on them. So they're definitely going to work really nicely with some of my nice projects. Thread organizer. Um, this is cute. A really, really cute needle binder, a little cactus. So it was the most perfect little mystery box to get. I was really, really happy, and it was so much fun opening all the presents. And then the last not present but clue was we had to give a clue as to who it was, and this was hers, because she likes wildlife photography, and she's just been to Africa to do wildlife photography. So that was her little card, which I absolutely love as well. So let's pop these away, and then I can show you what I bought from upstairs. When I say upstairs, the shops were upstairs. That's you probably didn't get that. Right, perfect. So I have to keep things tidy because otherwise the cat will just bound up here and. So here is my happy haul. So one of the things that was going on at the weekend was there's a lady in our group who has had to give up her stitching really sadly because she's got motor neurone disease. So she was selling off her stash this weekend to raise a load of money to get herself some mobility aids, and then anything else would go to the MND charity as well. So I did end up raiding her stash and picking up a lot of really nice things. So my first intention, which is what I've been keeping in this bag already, was to stock up on my Mill Hill beads. She was selling all her Mill Hill beads off. So I got some of these really nice colours. I'll just hold them up so you can see them. Does that work? That makes it worse. So that's like a really nice pearly green colour. A deeper blue colour. I won't read the numbers out, I'll just show you. A lighter blue colour. I got quite mermaidy colour. I'm hoping that some of these will be the right ones with some of my projects. A lilac colour. This funky sort of aqua greeny colour. What's that? Light blue. Ooh, sort of a funky sea greeny. You can't see that at all. That's terrible lighting. Sorry. Sea greeny colour. This is a treasure that I need for dewdrops, which I've not been able to get hold of yet. And actually, no, this was a treasure for dewdrops, which I've not been able to get hold of. And this was a treasure for which I could use for dewdrops. It is just one shade off what I needed, but it's fine. It is what it is. So yeah, that was the first thing. I'm just going to empty my bag. Right. Apologies for that. I've got so much stuff here, it's hard to get everything organised. I'm just swimming in a sea of stitching now. So I'm just going to go through the pile I've got here and explain where they were from, what they are. I've not got them in any particular order. So firstly, I spotted Bluebird Cabin. This is from Julie's stash in Frosty Forest, which is so cute. And it comes with, I don't know if you can see, a tiny little owl button, and it was the owl button that sold it to me. It's just too cute. So this is Bluebird Cabin. That'd be a nice little Christmassy stitch. This was also from Zarina, because I fancied a nice, I say summer, it's called Spring Bouquet, but I just fancied a nice bright colourful Mill Hill to do. So I got these really cute watermelons, and there is, if you can see, a tiny little ladybird on it as well, which is really, really cute. You can never have too many Mill Hill kits. This I won in the tombola, and it's gorgeous. I do a bit of embroidery, not enough embroidery, so this will give me a bit of a kick up the bum, I think. It's called Echinacea Paradiso, and it's this gorgeous. Would help if I took the raffle sticker off or something. Right, there we go. It's this gorgeous embroidery, but it's also on like some kind of layered fabric as well. So I'm going to have to read the instructions and see how to do it, but it's gorgeous. I love it. Um, I then picked up from one of the girls that was destashing some even weave, so I thought I'd just get a few more colours. So this is a really nice, this will be nice for Christmas actually. Really nice blue colour. Of even weave 32 counts, and then just £3 each, so it's quite nice just to like build a bit of a stash with these small pieces. I tried to get as many bargains as possible. And then the other colour is this like nice grey colour as well. It's a bit of a bigger piece, this one actually. So that would, ooh, I don't know what I'd put on that, but it's very nice. So yeah, they were from somebody's D-stash. Um, I have nothing to D-stash. Maybe by next year when I go to retreats, I will have stuff to D-stash. But I've got minimal things in the first place. Then I picked up a really nice colour of fabric from Sparklies. This is lavender blue. I was torn between this and the other fabric I had for Lowly Dagger Wing, but I went for the other fabric because this is opalescent and it was a bit too sparkly, I decided. So I think I'm going to do like a mermaid or something on this one. There's a way. This was my other win from the old tombola. This was a dream catcher cat, which is quite cute. I made it. It's really nice actually. It might be the sort of thing I'll do for someone's daughter at some point. I love that. And then I also picked up. I've wanted this for so long. From somebody else's D stash, Kringles by Little House Needleworks, and it's a department store. And all the different rooms inside the department store. It's lovely. It's really, really nice. So that might be my December start this year, or maybe a Jolly July start, or maybe it's going to sit in my cupboard for a while. Who knows? You know what I'm like. And then these are like my biggies. So if any of you follow me on Instagram, last week, I don't know what day it was, I decided to list my favourite memorabilias and make myself a bit of a wish list of the ones that I want to do eventually. And I came up with five. And I actually picked up two of those five charts at the weekend. So I've got something really nice to aim for now when Opal Fairy finally does get finished. So the first one I picked up, I bought from Kate Sparkleys, and this is she called moon, yeah, moonflowers. The colours are beautiful. I just love the colours. I don't know if they're coming up very well on here actually, but if you just Google Mirabilia moonflowers into Google, then you will get a better picture of it. It's absolutely gorgeous. It uses DMC, it uses Krynock, it uses one Karen's water lilies as well, and some blends. So it should be like a really nice challenge to get stuck into, and it's all greens and teals and purples and just all my favourite colours. And then the other one that was on my wish list and has been for a while is Gypsy Queen. Again, I guess there are similar colours to the last one. There's more reds in this one, but the colours are just so striking, and I just think she's so beautiful. Um, and the story behind this, I'm just reading. Sorry, digressing. I'm just reading the back of the pattern, and Nora Corbett says, "When I was a little girl, my 72-year-old Slovak grandmother raised my sister and I while my mother went to find herself." And so I think this is like a tribute to her grandma, or like the Slovak culture at least. Anyway, so yeah, I will hopefully get one of these kitted up ready to begin when I finish Opal Fairy. And then this is like the biggie, my final piece of haul was something I wasn't planning on buying, but then I thought, oh, I'd quite like a Bella Filipina design. Um, that would be a really nice one to have. And I was looking at other people's, and Karen, who was on our table, was stitching a Hummingbird Pixie. Now, from just looking at the picture, I probably wouldn't have gone for it, but seeing it in real life, it is absolutely beautiful. So this is Hummingbird Fairy, but let me tell you now, this picture does not do any justice whatsoever. This rainbow of colours just shows up so much more in real life. She's absolutely beautiful to look at. I was just mesmerised by it. So I decided I would treat myself to my first ever Bella. So she's another one that technically, if I have one Nora on the go, one Mirror on the go, does that mean I'm allowed one Bella on the go at the same time? Um, Maybe I will start getting her kitted up for the summer. She's gorgeous. And I just think she would look so amazing. Like if you stepped into the house and she was there. Yeah, she's beautiful. So that ends my haul. That ends pretty much my 45 minutes. That is long for me. That is a big one. So that is everything I've got to share. Um, I've not done any shout outs. I'll save those for my next video because I need to organise myself and get the names of the people that I met on retreat. So apologies if you're hoping for a shout out. I will do it next time. Or I'll pop some names down in my comments below the video. Plans for the next couple of weeks. There's going to be a lot of mirabilia stitching. I can feel it coming. I'm going to start the next section of my Nutcracker Village. I'm going to plough on with Funky Menagerie, and I'm probably going to get a few more stitches into my Haid. And just see how it goes now. I'm very inspired. I'm very excited for whatever I stitch next. The great thing about retreats, it gives me this whole kind of urge to want to stitch more, which is really, really good. So yeah, I shall see you in a fortnight. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. It's really nice to have you on board. Thank you for coming back if you are a regular subscriber and you've survived 45 minutes of my show and tell. I hope the sound wasn't too bad today. I'll listen to it through, but I've, I don't really want to put subtitles and things up. I don't really have time to do that, but let's just see if it works out okay, and if not, I might have to switch onto the Mac, which I hate doing, but hey ho. And hopefully I will be handing in this laptop at some point. But enough about that. Have a fabulous fortnight, whatever you're up to. Keep smiling, keep stitching, and I shall see you next time. Bye.